Y'all see this? The FDA shut down food safety quality checks amid staff cuts. What the? We in trouble. Every day it gets worse. Like, we're only 4 months into the year. And now our food is in trouble. Like, I don't know what to do. And, like, the FDA wasn't that good to begin with because they already allowed a degree of mouse hair and insects' legs to be allowed in our food. So now that they done cut back, what's going to be in our food now? Whole animals? You're just going to be open up a box of cookies like, yo, who are you? It's going to be like whole entities in our food. And matter of fact, they already been doing that because I remember seeing something where somebody opened a salad and there was a frog in there. A whole ass frog. It wasn't even there. It was a live frog looking at them. What's going to be in our food now? Alligators? I don't know what to do. And then they said the main thing that is going to affect is like spinach and leafy greens, barley, and like the birds and the eggs. So the bird flu. What are we supposed to eat? Like, I got to grow my own salad ingredients? And then people are like, well, just like cook the food because heat kills bacteria. I don't want no cooked salad. I don't want to have to cook off the bacteria and the pesticides. What if I want an orange? I don't want to cook no orange. I don't want no hot orange. And then heat doesn't kill all bacteria because if you know anything about rice and noodles, like if you leave rice or noodles out at room temperature for 2 hours or more, the shit is deadly. You could die from eating left out rice or noodles. And heating it up doesn't do anything. Your ass could still die. So what other bacteria are out there that heat doesn't kill? Like, we need the FDA for stuff like that. Am I gonna have to become a vegetarian? Because I feel like I need a farm now. Like, I have to get a farm and some crops and just like make all my own shit. I gotta grow my own spinach and my own lettuce and my own onions so I can have a raw salad. And I'm gonna have to be a vegetarian because if I have a farm, I'm not killing no chicken. And I damn sure ain't killing no cow. Like, I'll eat something that's already there, but I'm not going to kill it. I can't kill my pet chicken. What are we going to do? How you make flour? What if I want some cookies? I ain't going to trust the flour. How the fuck you make chocolate chips? I don't know how to make chocolate chips. Where do you even get chocolate beans from? And then with the tariffs, I can't order no chocolate beans from Colombia or wherever the hell they come from. One bean will probably cost $100. What we supposed to have? Water? Can't even trust the water. They be fucking with the water supply. And then they made it against the law to collect rainwater. They trying to take us out of here. Did you know that? Did you know that? It's against the law to collect rainwater. So the Lord gave us free water and the government made it illegal for us to partake in what the Lord gave us. That is crazy. And let me tell you something about people. A lot of y'all are not that bright. Because the thing said the FDA is cutting back on food safety quality control. And you know what a bunch of you dummies said? Just cook your food at home. What food, dummy? The food you buy in the store that the FDA is not checking anymore? They ain't talking about restaurant inspectors, genius. They're talking about the food that we buy in the store, in the supermarket. The FDA is not going to be regulating it anymore, so they're not going to be checking for certain bacterias, E. coli, and shit like that. But y'all are slow. Just cook your own food. You got a farm. You got crops. You got your own pigs back there. Because that's the food we talking about. Do you know how to make flour? How the fuck do you make flour? I need to know how to make flour because I like bread. How you make cornmeal? What if I want to fry some fish? Am I going to have to get my own sea salt from the sea? How you make pepper? Give me a pepper recipe. Like, how? I think that maybe we just going to have to shop at local farmers markets and maybe companies are just going to have their own quality control and their own like scientists to check for this kind of stuff. The FDA ain't doing it no more. They quit. And you know what? The whole time I'm sitting here talking about the FDA and how we need them and how our food is in trouble, I started thinking about how people always say our food in the USA is not healthy and it's not safe and they're poisoning our food and the red dyes cause cancer and all of this crazy stuff. And then I'm like, What we need the FDA for? Do we need them? Maybe we're better off without them. All the stuff we buy like gets regulated by the FDA. Apparently, except for the vitamins. For some reason, whenever you pick up a vitamin, it'd be like, not FDA approved. You know what? Fuck the FDA. We don't need the FDA. Because why they don't approve vitamins? Why the FDA approve pork rinds, but they don't approve vitamins? You know what? Maybe we don't need the FDA because they ain't looking out for our best interests. And why is the main thing being affected by the FDA quitting is spinach? Spinach, one of the most healthy things we could eat. Why didn't it say, uh-oh, y'all, the FDA quit, so your potato chips is in trouble? Why they ain't say that? Stay woke.